Hi everyone, here's Draft Buddy for the 2019 fantasy baseball season. And I pushed this out a bit earlier than normal back in December as we got an early jump on things. But now we're due for an update, and the Zeile projections from FantasyPros are also available. So I thought I'd run through a quick video here. Well, we'll see how quick it is, I suppose. Showing you how to update the projections, both sets, because you may need to do this if you download Draft Buddy, say today, and then want to update later. And we'll probably do, well, maybe bi-weekly updates for a little while, and then weekly updates leading up to the start of the season. So, anyways, this is the 2019 Draft Buddy right here, and like I said, this was available back in December, and it has projections from Steamer. Or my projections. Here we go. So here are the projections from Steamer. We had those, so I thought, okay, let's get Draft Buddy out early this year. And there we go. So there's the hitter projections. And here are the pitcher projections on the pitcher's data tab. But if we scroll right over to where the Zeile projections usually are, they're not available. You can see this is blank. And the Zips projections are not available either. And they still aren't as of today, but that's pretty normal. Dan usually has those a little bit later. But an update is available, so let's see what's involved in updating them. Now, you see they're in two different sections here. The Steamer are currently in the kind of first highlighted yellow slot on the data tabs, and the Zeile ones are in the second, Zips are in the third. That's generally the way I do it. However, when you update, everything always updates in the first section. So what we need to do is update and move one set of projections and then update again. It shouldn't take too long. We will see how it goes here while running this on the computer, recording a video at the same time, etc., etc. This is the action tab. This is what you see. You can see this down here in all our tabs. The action tab is a pretty key one. This is where you compile cheat sheets if you've made any changes to your settings, etc., etc. And this is where we also update the projections. So you can see here the last update was done December 14th, 2018. And I've got the Steamer in site A, Zeile in site B, Zips in site C. What I want to do is I want to update the Zeile projections, put them in site first because I want to put them in the site B section, and then I want to update the Steamer projections in site A. So the way we're going to do this is I'm going to choose my source right here, choose Zeile. Okay, and I'm going to overwrite the ones in site A right now, which are Steamer. That's totally fine because we're going to update those after and put them back. So let's run through the update here. No, not move. What am I doing here? Select Zeile, and then let's just check for update. Check for update. It says projection update is available. A Zeile FantasyPros projection update is available from draftbuddy.com. Would you like to update projections now? Yes. Okay, updating will overwrite the A. It's just a warning message. We know that already, so yes, we're going to update those. It's going to run through the update. It's a lot of data to come in, so it does take some time depending on your setup because they're pretty big files. You imagine it's a big HTML file with all the data for all the hitters, and there's a separate file for all the pitchers. Plus it updates the ADP at the same time in the depth charts. Projections are updated. Would you like to compile cheat? Why not? Sure. Let's see how long this takes. This isn't entirely necessary because we're going to move them anyways and then compile again for the Steamer ones. But in the interest of making sure everything is matched up with the right rows and such, like the projections go with the right stats that are already in Draft Buddy, then let's just compile. It's working. I think this is a bit slower. I just ran through this on my Mac and it was quite fast, but I think because I'm recording this video, it's slowing things down a little bit. Yeah, we're getting there. These are the default settings too. I haven't changed anything. Here's my master file. Update projections, note, updated successfully, cheat sheets compiled successfully. Okay. All right, so there we go. So then we have the new rankings on all the cheat sheets. This is based on the Zeile projections now because they are in Site A. If we go to hitters data, okay, we'll see that we now have Zeile at the top. Here's the title under Site A. This is the first yellow section. Still nothing over here, of course, because we haven't moved anything yet. But now the cheat sheets are based off of these projections. How can I confirm that these are up to date? Well, you can check them against the website, I guess. That's one way we do it. Let me just open up Firefox here. And I don't need whatever I had last time. Oh, something was restored. All right, let's get rid of MSN, draftbuddy.com. Okay, and here we are. Now let's put in Mike Trout. Okay, and we see here's the two sources of projections we have for Trout. Zeile has 518 at bats. Steamer has 520. These are updated on today, January 17th. Yesterday, January 17th. I guess that was the date I pulled them. And here's Mike Trout at bats 518. So we have the Zeile projections updated in Draft Buddy. How do we get the Steamer projections updated? Okay, well, first we need to move, as I started to do the first time. I'm going to move Site A to Site B. And all it is press this button, confirm you're moving them. Yes. And it's done. That's it. That's simply a basically copy and paste over because we don't need anything else than that. They stay in Site A because we just copied them. But if I scroll over here now to Site B, there are the Zeile projections in Site B. Nice and safe and sound. Same on the Pitchers Data tab. Scroll over to the right. There are the Zeile projections in Site B. Now we're free to update the Steamer projections in Site A. So all I need to do is change this to Steamer Fangraphs. Check for update. I know there's an update available. You have the most updated projections. That's not true. Okay, there's something up there with the update files. Oh, you know why? Because I changed the last update time exactly the same for Zeile and Steamer. So it thinks I've got the most up to date. All right, that's a little bit bothersome there, but there is an update for Steamer. Let's do it. I'll have to watch that in the future. Make sure the dates are different. The exact time down to the second is different for the checking script. Okay. Now we're compiling based on, we've got the Steamer projections imported. We are compiling cheat sheets again based on the Steamer projections. This is the part that takes the longest because it's going through all the calculations for the player pool, evaluations, etc., etc. Creates all the cheat sheets and updates the other tabs in Draft Buddy, and there we go. All right, which I do think Mike Trout was 33 before under Zeile, now he's 31 under here. If I go to the Hitters Data tab, this is the right section. Scroll back here, we have Steamer back in Site A. The at-bats for Mike Trout are 520, which confirms with this. We have the most up-to-date projections for Steamer and for Zeile in Draft Buddy. The cheat sheets are based on Steamer. They're based on what's in Site A. Of course, you have options to change that if you want to average these together, if you want to weigh them in any different sort of way. That's on the Options tab, but we'll get into that another time. In short, you change the weightings here, have to compile again, and you're off the races. But at this point, that was updating projections, two sources, and that is a quick run through for Draft Buddy 2019.